big welcome to you, Aquarius. Today, the sun, the ego, the extroverted is in your sign, right? And the sun usually shines a light to the moon, but this time the earth is in between and we have a new moon in your sign, and the moon itself is always introverted, our emotions, our feelings, our shadow side, right? The subconscious. And of course, the sun is the higher consciousness, right? And the earth is the conscious, is that reality that we are looking at. And the reality is blocking the higher consciousness to reach to you and to put a light into your subconscious energy, right? So today it's quite a cold day, right? It's very -7, something like this, degrees, which is in Fahrenheit, I don't know, 20? 20 Fahrenheit, 30 Fahrenheit. I have to check, right? I don't have it right now in my head, the way they calculate it, right? So it is cold, right? Because both planets are in your sign. Then in general, excuse me, in general, the moon is in your first house, which means the I, the self-conscious side of you, the independent side of you. You want to go, you want to do, you want to be, and this is clearly a new awareness wanting to come out of you. It's almost like something is shedding, a new you wants to be there, a new star wants to shine, a new consciousness wants to live. This number 8, right? The 8 star, 7 little stars around, right? The big 8 star, then here the tree of life, here the spiral of all the planets, then of course here within this little star we see the stars that are connected, or the planets that are connected to you, the hexagram above her head, the spiraling. And here she doesn't even have legs, she becomes the river, because this is the subconscious that she is looking deep inside. She's androgynous, right? The star is cold, the star is not masculine, neither feminine, though here 3 times we have a feminine energy lightening the star, right? Aquarius is though a water bearer. It's not a woman, it's a man, right? But in the end it's neutral, it doesn't have really a sex, it's sexless. So the Hermetic Tarot, where these 2 men were in and then they left, the Hermetic Brotherhood, right? This secret brotherhood built or formed 1888, 888, number 8, 1 and 7 is the number 8, your card, right? So it's very clear. Look down in the description box below what 888 means. Here, Uranus, the planet of awakening, liberation, change, individuality, also unpredictability, right? So you can see she gives herself the light so she can give the light back, and her hair is becoming like a river, like water. So the star, when we drink water, we drink actually star water, right? If I would do a water, I would call it star water. Here the star itself, Mystic Monday, and here one more time the lady sits here, the star becomes the water, the hair here very clearly 1 foot in the water and again 1 foot on land, right? So this is the evolution of cards of yours. This is, of course, I always use these 3 because this is very clearly, right, the evolution, the oldest, then him, and then Aleister Crowley, so that you can see that how these cards are describing you, are showing us you. And here I created the hexagram in pointing down, pointing up, right? The mountain, the sky, the 8th star is you yourself in this position, the star position. And we are realizing clearly again that when above and the below come together, there is light happening. And I did it like this, less descriptive, right? More like the universe, the stars coming down, right? 5 stars, which the 5 elements, the 6 stars, the third eye, 7 is the crown chakra, and then it becomes the earth star down here at planet Earth. Then I did play with the planet Earth down here more like a big planet, and again the spiraling. Here's the 8 of the universe, right? Here's the hexagram. So I did paint the position inside, and then I have one more here where you as the star become the ocean and the earth is underneath here holding her, right? So 1 foot and 1 hand in the water and 1 foot and 1 hand on the earth, right? Anyway, so I'm evolving myself with these cards. Just want you to see them, right? Very important. If you're born between January 9th and February 7th, you're the classical or the pure King of Swords. All the kings are connected to air, and you are air and air, right? More air, and we can feel it today. It's very bright, open, clear day, cold, right? Here's the butterfly, the chariot. All the kings are princes and become kings. Here in Mr. Edward Wade, he made a king out of it with the butterflies in the back. Air, and air gives clear thinking, not many clouds, a little bit, right? Aleister Crowley's card. Here then we have the person being pulled in the chariot, right? Really fast, running, moving forward, very intelligent. Here, Mystic Mondays. Here, Osiris, right? So if you want to find out a little bit more about what Osiris is about, he's the son of the swords in the south. Very interesting, right? And then here one more time, the bird on his right shoulder with the 2 hands on the sword. Clear inner thinking, clear connection to a higher consciousness. You, Aquarius, are connected to Uranus, right? That's your planet. And on the days when it's light, we like to eat rather fat things, right? Fat and flour. We like the flowers, right? I have here little growth, right? I found on the market, so I thought it would be nice to have already a little something growing now, right? It feels like with the warm sun, but it's very, very cold outside. Then the system that is connected to you is the endocrine system, right? It's like the hormones. So it's very important for you to take care of your hormones, take care of the endocrine system by twisting, turning, yoga, right? Yoga positions are always very good for you. I use today, since it's a new moon, the Muse, right? Because I want it to be a little bit more special, right? The other decks that I use from her is almost like it's the everyday. Here I want this to be a special moment for you, so I'm gonna use the Muse. Good. Did I have everything? Yes, I think I have everything. So let's begin. Right? Let's begin. Also, this is only once a year, a constellation where the sun and the moon is in your sign, right? This doesn't happen often, only once a year. So this reading is literally giving you an inspiration to go into the dark, go into the seed, go deep down into the new moon, which has no light right now because the earth is blocking, right? The consciousness is blocking the higher consciousness to give light into your subconscious. So you can, right, in this month, pick one card, two cards, a positive one, and reinforce that one. Take a negative and look what you want to change in that negative card. And think about what seed you planted, what seed you want to give. Then in Leo, when you have your full moon in Leo, right, in the month of Leo in August, you will have your full moon where this is growing into the next seed, right? This little seed right, we planted in the new moon, and it will grow eventually in the full moon into an action, into this is action. It will grow into something substantial, right? Right now it's just a seed, it's just a thought. You're connected with the thoughts, right? You are able to say, okay, yeah, I will look inside into the dark and see what star I want to be. What earth star I want to be down here on earth. What I can give. What kind of light can I give to the people? Because your hope, you bring hope. You started with the inauguration. Your card started with the inauguration. Very, very clearly, right? Okay, these came out. So this is Cancer. This is the Chariot, and something is reversed. Of course, when something is reversed, we look at it as it's not there yet, right? It will, though, happen, right? Because she doesn't describe in the muse, there is no negative description of the cards, right? In the other one, in the Light Seer Tarot that I usually use, she gives the shadow and the light side of each card, the meaning of each card. Here in the muse, she doesn't have at all a negative. So in a way, I use the native Indian perspective, which says it's not here yet, which means, yeah, in summer. In summer, you will start understanding something about your own power, about your own, the light, the true light, right? When then the full moon comes in Leo, right? Cancer is right before that. Your own light that you will shine. This light that you will give us will come down, right? The Earth Star, this Earth Star, how do you want to bring this Earth Star to light? What's coming next is, again, the Seven of material. Seven of material is Earth, is Saturn in Taurus. Saturn, right behind here, this dark energy. And again, it's this dark new moon feeling, right? Where is this new moon bringing you, right? Because Saturn in Taurus, exactly. Saturn in Taurus is earthy, is coming down to the earth, the mountain, right? Coming down to re-evaluating, to checking in, what have I done in my life? where have I been? And you have been a little bit not fully, clearly shining your light, right? And it's this ice is sliding down, right? It's melting. It was like snow on my window. And you haven't been really showing your light, right? You are, of course, because it's reversed, not fully shining the light. So you need to look in why is that. You need to look in this new moon deeper into your subconscious so that you can think the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is always the part of us that says a young, new energy is wanting to come into this world, a new kind of thinking, a new kind of dimension wants to be seen internally, right? Then it goes, let's see where it's going. Wow, look at that. The muse of inspiration is Leo. The muse of inspiration is when you have your full moon, and then you will be able to manifest something new, something fresh, something where your creativity is asked, right, to become the king of wands, right, the king of action, the king of creativity, right? Because that's what you are, king as well, but now adding fire to it will make sure something grow, right? The one, the ace, all the four, 1, 2, 3, 4 aces are connected to the magician. The magician is the one that gives direction to the seed. Where do I want? What kind of seed do I want to be? Not just, it's just a seed in the Fool. Then what kind of seed do I want to be? That's what he decides, right? And here the creative idea with this moon, this deep looking inwards, re-evaluating yourself. Where do I come from? What have I done? Even though this is reverse, it will happen then in summer, right? In summer, you'll be able to turn it around. Right? See that? Okay. So you are on this new moon. You are looking deeper into your subconscious and start understanding that there's always two choices, because the two is moon in Libra, and Libra is justice, is equilibrium, is finding an inner balance. No matter what we do, no matter if we are creative, we also need to come into our center. If we are the magician, we need to come into our center, right? And even if we begin new, we need to understand there are disturbances, but within me, I don't have really a disturbance, right? So this choice of yours is to say, I'm going to turn this around, and it will happen, right? It will happen. You will see it in this moon, you will see in this moon phase that there is something in you that you want find a clear new understanding about how you're using all the time these opposite energies all the time. That's what the hexagram is telling us. From above and from below, it creates literally the hexagram, right? It's this energy that's combining always. The two is connected to the High Priestess. The High Priestess is connected to the moon, going deeper within and understanding that I have always a choice. Now find that one clear thought. Find that one clear awareness. And where does it bring you? To Temperance, to then the full moon in then the summer, right? But Temperance is here the awareness of melting water and fire, the awareness of coming into a consciousness within yourself, finding a clear path, finding a clear shining to others, right? Because Temperance is Sagittarius. Temperance is a fire energy. Temperance is the expression of the lovers, is the expression of we're not just physical anymore. We are emotional. We are the Two of Cups, right? These are literally the Two of Cups on a higher level, on a higher dimension. Two thoughts, Two of Cups, right? There is these two, and you will find within you an energy. You will find within you a consciousness that is really clearly giving you everything that you always wanted. Beautiful. So it's very interesting. I have 3 on this side, and I have 1 in the middle, and I have the other 3 on the other side, right? So it's like, sometimes it's really interesting how I place the cards. So it's 7, so I want 1 more card, and then maybe underneath the 9th, right? Because I want 8 cards for you. Interesting, right, that you really will come to the Page of Voice, the Page of Swords, a younger generation, a younger outlook on life. So here you feel like you have to make a decision, but you don't have to make a decision. Allow this new magician, right? This new magic way to not block you in this should I not, right? Go for it, right? Go for the alchemical transformation in the Two of Cups. Okay, so we have a Leo, a Sagittarius, and a Libra in your life. But you also can, of course, get these kind of energies. You can become the Leo, you become creative, you can become, these are court cards, these two, this is a major arcana, right? You have 2 major arcana. You have a Cancer. It could also be that a Cancer is leaving you. A Cancer is somehow letting you know, like, you know, it's not working because the rays are going down, and the rays here are going away, right? You don't want to take this Cancer on your path. The path is looking first, where do I come from, right? And you looking back, you would usually turn around and look in this way, but you're looking back of where you come from and what you have achieved, right? Here it's almost like the same way. It's like you're looking back. There's something that you want to let go, and the Cancer is always healing. You want to heal, you want to release, right? When you release, then this card will turn around, right? And you will release, because then the new you, this new idea, this new energy that is the moon, the new moon is in the first house. And when it's in the first house, it means something new wants to come out of you. And then you have this new creative idea on the moon, right? And then we have these three. These three saying, hey, you know, I am creating a new spark, a new idea, even though I'm thinking about how to make it manifest, but you will make it manifest. And of course, here's a Sagittarius, right? Now, what came out again is a Libra, the Queen of Swords, and it says that you, within you, are finding a combination between male and female, because you are the male, she's the female. You will find within you an awareness of unifying the masculine and the feminine, unifying the black and the white, unifying the two cups, the two opportunities within you, creating a union inside of you. From the people we have, like I said, 4 people. In this, a Cancer, a Leo, a Sagittarius, and a Libra, right? With the court cards, this one and this one, look at the dates below, and the Cancer and the Sagittarius are the normal dates of the month, right? But with the court cards, look at the dates below if you know a person. So these 4 people, interesting enough, this is water, this is fire, and this is air. Right, you have 4, the Magician, 4 to create new things, right? To create a new idea, a new, I don't know, awareness. So either you become, you learning the trait of these people, because I always say at the end is, how do we become aware in our world, in our dimension, in our beingness, right? Let's say the Cancer, he or she is comfortable in the water, in the emotions, in the feelings. Now, she will not know so much about air, right? About a fire sign, right? The fire sign knows everything about fire, about action, about doing, all about emotions, right? We are the master in our own universe. Now, when these cards come up, it could be that you become master, or that you're starting to understand what it means to incorporate also the fire, what it means to incorporate, again, the fire, what it means to incorporate the emotions, the feelings, giving them. At the bottom of the deck is the 2 of Inspiration, is saying you want to go out, you want to bring a new, right, the 2 cups, you want to bring a new, you're planning a new endeavor, a new adventure. You want to go out there. You want to, again, live your life. And it's like, in this reading, I feel like it's all in one line. It's just like this path that you're going. But these I keep separate, right? That's how I'm gonna photograph this, hopefully get it on the page. Okay, do I want a clarification here? I want, what decision do you have to make? But first, of course, I want to know why this is reverse. Unmistakably is flying out. Why is this reverse? See this? Very interesting. This is Capricorn. This is the devil. This is the longest night. Cancer, the longest day. So this is reversed because you got sucked into the dark. You got sucked into an energy of this new moon. This new moon is turning you around so that you can see that this is, because if it would be straight, you would see that this is the darkest, or the longest night, the darkest month, the fertility that we're bound to, that the church made a devil out of it, right? An attachment to a dimension that you weren't able to see, right? Because it was reverse. See this? Because you kind of go into the past and you don't see that something was attaching you in the month of December, right? But now you are allowing yourself to release that. You're allowing yourself to look back so you can release that and become a new person, right? You allowing yourself to release. You looking back and saying, no, I don't want to be attached to this darkness, right? And what does that do to you? It brings a new perspective, a new thinking. This is the page, this is the youth, this is the new people that think completely different. Out of that, you will have a new idea, a new awareness, right? You will incorporate into the king, you will also incorporate the other king of fire and air, right? Then with that, you are able to go and say, I want to create between the magician and the temperance a new awareness, right? This is the two of thought, right? New thinking, new creative idea, bringing into the magician and the temperance a fire, right? The magician is connected to Mercury, to information, to communication. Here, how do I communicate? By thinking what I'm going to say. So she speaks to the magician, but she also speaks to temperance. Temperance is the guardian angel, is that inner angel. And you will have this conversation constantly. I want to begin something, but then it's like something is also saying, but how can I do that, right? How can I bring that out there? Because temperance is bringing a unity between male and female, between dark and light, right? This is here. These two are right in here. Then you plan a new endeavor. Two of Wands again is Mars in Aries. And Mars in Aries is action, is like I'm doing, right? I'm not stuck in this thinking. And it's very clear she looks here, the feminine part of you looks at, should I not? The masculine part would say, no, I'm clear, just one thought, right? So she, the woman, is all the time thinking about what can I do, how can I do it. But something is already waiting for you to go and experience a new creative endeavor. And where is that bringing you? To happiness, right? To 9 of Cups and emotionally being happy. This again is making you happy, going and experiencing the world, right? Discovering the world is making you emotionally happy. I think that's what's all about, right? You want to be emotionally happy. You want to be finding through the things that you do, you want to find, right? This is an idea, but you still have to live it to actually incorporate into you. So here you are, giving yourself finally an extreme happiness by going outside, by going into a higher awareness, by going deeper down into the ocean, into the feeling, into Mem. Mem is the ocean, is the water, right? That's the Hebrew word for this card. Bending backwards, opening your heart again. What's at the bottom here? Okay, see? Here. So you can enjoy this full moon, this new moon is bringing a new perspective to you, is bringing you into these two opposite energy, the light and the dark, right? Because of the moon, of how the sun is not shining the light onto the moon, the inner, the darker, the sun bright, right? So you are finding you're finding a new you, because this is, again, pages are connected to all the 3 air signs, right? Libra, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So this is you find a new way, and you will go and really, really enjoy. You want to live. This is a knight. This is the court card to Sagittarius. So there could be a Sagittarius. There could be a Sagittarius, right? And she is looking back to all the past. It's almost like she's doing this, right? She's looking to all the cards. You will see when I put the picture at the end of the video. Okay, this is how it goes, right? Here you are. When you plan, when you go out, you will again find a happiness in this new you. The new you after this new moon, there's a new you emerging, and you will beat the drum and you will enjoy yourself again, right? You will go and live and enjoy and be creative and do what you feel like doing. Best is planning, traveling, doing things, right? In the creative, in the wands, in the, right? So you are going to be in summer. Turn this card around, right? That's where then you will have in summer, in Leo, you will have your full moon. And that's when you again are really, really enjoying yourself, really, really are happy. Cool, right? So this full moon is bringing you to a powerful, clear, new you, right? You are shifting through this new moon, combining black and white, turning this around, right? Then, sorry, it was like this, right? This is after. When you turn this around, you can see that this is just the opposite of life. It's not a negative thing. It's the dark side of the moon. That's it, right? The dark side of the moon. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, and powerful, right? When I see the magician, when I see that you can create new things. And yeah, sometimes we get right into this extreme thinking because the Two of Cups, right? There's two things that we can experience. There's always two things. There's always two within us, right? The feminine and the masculine within you. Find your happiness. Find the spark. Find the fire. Go out there again, researching. When you research, right, you open up into the Hanged Man. You open up yourself. Look how beautiful she opens this way, or she opens this way, to enjoy herself again. That's your work, my dear Aquarius. Enjoy your life. Enjoy. Thank you for watching. Namaste.